Hello and welcome everybody. Just refreshing real quick and jumping right in. As you can see, Zaku has finally finished building. So let's get his colors going.
An unexpected color combination, operator. My sensors are
Bleeding.
pleased.
Oh, come on. I know I gotta get you right on there so I can actually change you. There we go. Attachments, and we'll copy. Oh, that looks huge. Actually, it looks off center, but that just might be because he's not a complete frame. Something tells me actually putting a chest piece on him might. No, that actually doesn't look that bad. Seeing that he is a broken frame, we'll keep that one in mind. Let's curve you a little bit. Nope, you're too bulky. It's funny how some of these pieces actually sit on him. Gotta admit, I think I'm gonna rock out with the Fracca. Just because, one, I don't think I have any Warframe using these. Just got them not that long ago, so yeah. Why not? The funny thing is, these are rarely seen on anyone to begin with. Oh, yeah, that's why. Nope, don't need you. Nas, what's up, man? Oh, yeah, whoever's in here, let me get a sound check. I just want to make sure I'm coming in clear. I'm also not talking entirely loud right now because I'm relatively focused. How you doing today, by the way, brother? Yeah, kind of like his own stance. Alright, again, we'll copy colors. And let's see what we got going on that we can toss on. It's not going to look half bad. Gotta remember that when that cape actually was considered to be decent. At this point, I look for texture composition as what I choose, and also how it falls or doesn't fall. This looks like he's taking a ruddy shit that's half stuck. You know, I might just leave the Tennokan Sayandana on there. Notice you can hear me alright, buddy? Alright, sounds good. Alright, so Zaku is as set as he's going to be. Now, we're not going to run with the Cronin as much as I would like to. We're going to take that off. We're going to drop that in. Alright, next thing is, let's take a peek at, oh no, let's get back. There we go. Let's get the proper arcanes in, acceleration for the time being. I would say energize, but since we're only in the leveling phase, we're going to get rage in there as well. Oh. Yeah, we'll toss on corrosive projection. Yeah, notice, can you hear me clear enough, buddy? Not, Nas is a fair warning. Notice is more than likely taking classes right now, so he may not completely catch everything that is said right now. Let's see here. Leveling up phase. Let's bump everything up. And I'm actually waiting for Khalid to come in here because I had a conversation with DE, the creators of the game, at least with two of them, for some information that was needed about the game. Let's up our energy pool. Wow, he's going to have a high energy pool. He's got to be close to 800. Aside from that, what is everything based off of? Duration, don't have to worry. I would say duration and strength. Notice I did. So basically, if you belong to all of them, technically they're all gonna go up. The ones that will go up the most are gonna be the ones that you're gonna wear a sigil for because you're earning a higher percentage. At the same token, you're kind of negating a majority of it. the one thing I asked them, and they were a little stumped by, was how do we uninitiate you from them? And that is an email that I'm hopefully going to get soon. Khalid, awesome. So, Khalid, I did have a talk with Danielle and a couple other people that, quite honestly, I barely remember their names. It was no one of consequence. So I was telling them about the math and whatnot, and I mean, here's the thing. I ended up looking it up on the wiki before we had the conversation, but I ended up having an in-depth conversation just the same with them. Anaros's health is based off of his health prior to being leveled. So it's based off of like 500 and whatever, not 2300. The one thing I didn't look up is, are other Warframes held to that same? Or is that something specific for Anaros? But it was right on the wiki page, and they didn't seem to have an idea of... It's like they had a couple of days to do their own research and they didn't do any of it. And I understand they have their own shit going on, but it's just like, if you're making the time to have this conversation, why wouldn't you, like from the corporate standpoint that I used to work at, man, if you have a conference call, you got to come prepared with all the information you get your hands on. Notice I'm going to work on my own answer for you because, quite frankly, I'm not happy with the one they gave. Alright, so let's ramp up our duration. And ho hum. You 44 at least. As opposed to 30. So for the time being, we'll go with this.
Well put together, operator. Now get out there.
Oh, and before I forget, let me put myself in a party, because I am about to go in a public session. And I do not need to, one, hear other people's conversations, and I also do not think they need to. Wow, when he's walking, he's got almost, because of these shoulder pads I have on him, he almost looks like he's trying to be Atlas. If you could see through him.
Your little lich is coming up in the world, Tenno.
So why do I only have 5? What's missing? Oh, there's no anything about it. Excavation against the infested. There's no special events or anything going on.
Very excited now.
Defense, exterminate, and assassination. That's no big deal.
I always learn so much from a live dissection.
Kuva Fortress defense. So that'll make things interesting. Alright, so let's dive in. Sounds good, brother. You know, they just released information about there finally being Mastery Rank 30. And the gifts that you get, little lackluster. I like the idea of getting 30 Forma, but for everything that we've been grinding towards and whatnot in this game, it's not awesome. And on top of that, it's also the idea that
clone something a little less ugly.
what they're giving us is also a false impression, because they also they have a picture of Excalibur Prime in it. Like, we're definitely not getting Excalibur Prime, first of all. Like, that's one thing that people need to understand for sure. Is there is not going to be Excalibur Prime. Even though they made it seem like there was going to be. Oh, there you are. And like that honestly is such a horrible thing to tease people with. I can't tell if Frost is trying to nuke or just waiting to bump up his force so he can get... Now we're not even getting that ability, so... You said that, 10? He's saying that, and oh man, he just... Oh, people. Oh, I can refresh in the middle of it. I like that. See, I gotta watch where the one guy is so I can make sure I get the most affinity out of this. We got one guy that's over here in the fucking corner. Frost, of course, the low-level guy. See, look at that. End of the mission. End of the round. You do your collecting.
Is ready, unless you can handle more of the enemy. Waiting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
This guy wants to ask freaking questions. See, I'm at 12. I need to be able to reach 21. Oh, you guys have melee weapons, and when you hit the button, they do stuff? That's amazing. Have you guys ever thought about being on the staff of DE? Like, the whole reason we're here is for this affinity boost. I hate people. This is why I can't do freaking public missions. Like, this is when we do our collecting in between the matches.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue?
You're out. Good. Peace out. I do not understand. Look, if you're unaware of it, I get it. But, shit, man, like, giving you the heads up. Like, the whole reason we go to Hydron, I feel like people just read something on the internet, you have to go to Hydron if you want to really level stuff up. And they have no idea why. It's not like they ever type in, why should you go to Hydron? Just that, where should I go for the best affinity? Hydron. Okay. If we're not within 50 meters of each other, we are no longer getting the affinity boost. The reason why people pick Hydron is because it's the smallest defense mission, but if you have one person on one side of the room and one person on the opposite side of the room, it is more than 50 meters. Like, all you have to do is just guard the point. The enemies are gonna come to us. And it's just like, this is the only screen that people care about. That's it. People only care about this top number here. This is all that matters. Who did the most damage? Oh, King, because he has to be the best person. And if it's not that, it's this. Who got the most kills? They don't even care about the damage. They care about this number right here. And this number doesn't mean jack shit. You want to know why? Because you don't gain anything from it. Like, if these were all Mastery Rank 4s, to me, it's just like, whoever gets the most kills, that's like being the smartest kid in a class of everyone that has Down syndrome. Like it doesn't matter who the smartest is. Like, the focus of the younger generation of Warframe is so misguided, and they don't want to listen to anything from anyone. And what's even funnier about that is when this generation becomes the vets, like, it's kind of happening now, like, over the last 2 years, the people that were the newbies are now the vets. And now they're the ones that are telling the younger generation, hey man, like, you guys don't need to focus on this, like, this is what you should be focusing on. And the cycle is going to continue, because now the quote-unquote newer vets are the ones that see that everything that us vets were saying were just, now they get it, they understand why. But everybody always thinks they're right. Just like me right now, I think I'm right. But I'm saying it based out of what I've seen, like what I know about the game. I've done my research. Like, this guy just went to the bottom. Like, I got a mastery rank 16, 9, and 9. I should have just brought the Brahma. And just board hopped and fired away. This guy's got an Ignis. Everybody's staying close. This is going to be arduous, to say the least. Was that an Equinox I just heard? Yep, Equinox Chroma. That guy's literally just spinning in circles using his Wraith. I believe the other person's gotta be a wisp.
We've got signals singing the same song as our biscuit. Careful now. Where are they coming from? Void. Who did this to them?
Alright, if you're gonna pop your fourth ability and you're not wiping people out, then you did it way too early. Come on, which side do you guys want to come out of? Oh, you're probably getting electrocuted in there, that's why. Wisp was playing smart. Wisp is using her electric pods the way they should be used. Crowd control, gatekeeping. Spawning them on us. We get it. Because we're going to key spots where we're going to get it. And that's further helping the crowd control. I'm wondering if the Wisp is level 16 or one of the 9s. Wisp is 16.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract more peace.
Platforms coming up. I can already tell I'm going to be using Arcane Grace a lot with Zaku here. Oh, that's not where I want to be. We'll take the underpath. Caleb, what's up, buddy? My Nova build? Yeah, sure. Happily share. Are you looking for Speedva or are you looking for Slova? Just to catch you up, I just finished building Zaku, so we're going through the initial leveling. Speedva? Yeah, no problem, man. Basically, you just want negative ability strength. And I do have to put some... they're all stuck over there. And I'm going to let them come to us because we want that bonus affinity. And I can kill them right from where I am and still keep us close. But yeah, negative ability strength, and then you want high duration. Nova's fourth ability, when it fans out, it's based off of duration, not reach, or not range. Just to put that in the back of your mind. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Nice to see a fresh face in here. Alright, group came from there. This should be the next spawn side. They minimalize, so it's going to be this far corner. These guys are, you know, it's nice to see, and I think I misjudged some of these guys in the beginning. It's nice to see younger players of the game actually playing this defense right. They're a lot better than the higher master rank people I had on the previous run, where they just... I know we all have our own agenda, but we're all here for the same reason. Affinity and affinity boost. So we got people underneath. The other thing is, the only thing that I have to... I'm not going to kill you because I want to make sure we all get this affinity boost. The only thing that my Spiva is missing is power donation, which would drop her overall ability strength down to 10, which would give you the biggest boost you could as far as speeding up enemies. I mean, all that really is just aura forma. I just haven't had the time yet to do it, so focus on other things. I've been pushing a lot of my frames to an end game type of a level. Yeah, you couldn't be right, man. There's no gray area with the Warframe community. People are either super nice or just incredibly toxic. It's there's no in between. It's literally just, dude, I got no problem helping you. Dude, you're a piece of shit and you should probably kill yourself because you don't understand how this one thing works. Oh, you're new to the game? Well, you should have known it anyway, so you're still a piece of shit and you should kill yourself. Like that, those are the mindsets of a lot of people in the Warframe community. I'm somewhere in the middle. The main thing that I like doing with my stream is helping people out. I want this to be as educational as possible because when I started playing Warframe 5-6 years ago, I had nobody really guiding me. So I did a lot of things that I didn't even need to focus on that wasted a lot of my time. So I'm trying to spare the newer generation that same bullshit period where you can just focus on stuff later on. Or at least have a better sense of direction in the game. Notice is one of my newest subscribers. I'm not sure if he's still in here or not. Him and I played last weekend? Weekend before? And him and I... Oh. Chroma's FG. And we gamed for, I would say... a couple hours? off stream and whatnot. And I just spent one-on-one time with him. We went to the simulacrum just so he can see the results of builds and how things work and don't work. Oh, ran out of ammo. And you know what? I don't need to go anymore. I can back out and gain everything I need.
Extraction is unless you can more.
Notice you're right about that. Which is funny because Destiny came after Warframe, but when people were comparing the two, I guess Destiny wasn't exactly their thing. Destiny is a first-person shooter, if I remember right. I played it for maybe a week when it first came out. DPS Nova? I haven't yet, to be honest with you. And I've talked to a few of my buddies who also stream the game that have suggested it. I should not have the most kills. I did hit 30, did I not? Yeah. But yeah, you know, I can say they came from Destiny, but it's just like, at the same token, there were toxic people in this community to begin with. Any game is going to have a toxic set of people. So this is Spiva. The only thing that's really missing is power donation. Power donation needs to go in there. I need to put some Aura Forma in here. I really don't see a need or want of the Exilus slot other than potentially putting Speed Drift in there and then putting Forma in there for increased survivability at this point if you want to take her for endurance runs. Nova is not somebody that I bring on long survivals. At least the way I look at it, Nova shouldn't be there. The natural pace of enemies when you have your squad set up doing everything they should be doing, which should be a Saren, Necros, brain fart, Octavia, and then the fourth, you know, you could run 2 Necroses, just for the increase on Desecrate, so that they're dropping all the life support you need, and you do not need to worry about hitting any one of the life supports, because the big thing with long endurance runs with survival is controlling spawn rate. A lot of people don't know this, but the game at any given time will only spawn so many enemies on a map. If you guys are in 2 different areas of the map and not in the same room, the game will divide them and still trickle them in at the same rate with a lower number of enemies. So what you want to do is get everyone to control one room, a strategic room too, that's going to have some corners to it, and have the open spots of those corners crowd control. That way, I mean, granted, you have shield gating now, which is great. This is kind of the old school method of what we use, because I've done 6, 7, and 8 hours at Mott, and these are things you need to pay attention to. So if everyone's in the same room, all the enemies are going to be focused on your area. So it increases your survivability as far as not needing to hit life support. All the enemies are going to be focused on you guys, and you guys as a team can take them down, because here's the thing. Once the enemies start hitting, you know, level 4,000 and above, you're going to want everyone doing their part. You need to talk about your loadouts. You need to talk about the statuses that you're applying to the enemies. You need to talk about the synergy between the weapons, their abilities, their armor stripping. Now, I'm happy that for the most part, you can't strip with the exception of a few certain things. You can't 100% strip enemies without it being, say, Ember's Fire Ring, or Fire Blast. Fire Ring. When it's at 90%, the enemy's in close proximity, when she dispels that, you're 100% stripping an enemy's armor. Vauban's Bastille will 100% strip an enemy's armor. I want to say Oberon, when you're using his 4 when they're standing on hollow ground, will still 100% strip an enemy's armor. Those are kind of things you want to kind of stay away from. You want that extra 75% raw damage while they still have their armor. You want that armor to be as low as possible, but you don't want to overstrip. Overstripping will take away that bonus, and now corrosive, for any weapon that might have it, is not doing anything anymore. It's not adding damage, but corrosive itself, if I'm using my Ignis, which has corrosive to it naturally because of my Riven, it on its own will not strip the armor. So I am able to get corrosive damage to inflict. So it's another level of damage. Plus, it helps proc condition overload. You want that corrosive status to be there. If somebody's completely stripped, you're leaving yourself out of a status to apply them. Slice, what's up, man? Do you know a weapon that could fully charge antimatter drop that is kind of easy to get if you're only like mastery rank 7? Honestly, you're kind of looking at it. Not the Ignis Wraith, but the Ignis. And this is going to be why. You do not have to worry about accuracy with the Ignis Wraith, because it's not just a beam weapon, but it's a funnel weapon. So when you're shooting the Ignis Wraith, when it's first coming out of the flamethrower, it is starting just like a normal flamethrower would be, in a very concentrated area. And as it goes out, it funnels out, just like a funnel, just opening up. So I believe at the end, the radius is, not the radius, diameter, I believe is 3 meters. So you don't have to worry too much about accuracy at that point. You would have to make a specific build with the Ignis to fully maximize what it's going to be able to put into her antimatter ball. I would suggest highly concentrating on raw damage and crit. Do away with anything status, because you can't apply status to it. It's not going to gain anything from it. So bladed rounds you would still keep, because you are putting far more critical damage into it. Hammer shot, just for the critical damage, I would keep in there. Split chamber, obviously, for the multi. Vial, because you're going to fire a lot in there. The Riven, if you happen to have a second Riven that increases your crit chance and damage, I would go for it. But that would be the best play. It requires the least amount of effort as far as really ramping it up. Beyond that, once you get to a high enough mastery rank, this will require a fair amount of aim. But beyond that, I would suggest either the Soma Prime or the Super Vandal, for a multitude of reasons. The Soma Prime, its critical chance is very high, and you can really ramp it up. And it's got a large magazine, so you will be able to build it up pretty quick. This would be the only... You know, I don't know if that is going to trigger off of hitting Nova's Antimatter Ball. It is a hit. Let's find out. Caleb, I'm kind of happy you came in here. You gave me a reason to test something out here. So let's go to the relay.
I'll take that.
Let's go to the Simulacrum.
Somebody plant a flag.
We're going to break out Nova, throw out her Antimatter Ball, and just fire at it with the Soma Prime and see if the hits on the Antimatter Ball will trigger the Hata mod, and see what that mod is basically for every hit your critical chance goes up by 1.2%. So, if you can get that to proc off of the ball, then you're just feeding far more damage into it. And let's see here, I'll put the Soma on Zaku, and actually the next run that we're going to go through, we're actually just going to use our Brahma. So I might as well put that on you now, but if I take out you, Soma, it does not trigger. Damn. That would have been nice. So, what I'm talking about is, yeah, we'll take out a couple of Noxes. This mod will take the critical chance of the Soma, and now you can see, alright, so multi-shot triggered, 2.4. That percentage is increasing my critical chance. And this will continue to rise for every successful hit. Now, the great thing about this is, you know, you can basically use this, lower enemies are coming, you build up that critical chance, the bigger enemies come out, and now you can just start ripping them apart. You know, now we're getting our red crits to come out bit by bit. Now, that will reset when I reload the weapon, when I holster the weapon, or if I take out a melee weapon. Reload, resets. But, in most situations, those last few shots are going to just rip enemies apart. Regular missions, you're not going to come across a group of 150 Noxes, but it's just... Can you try the Tigress Prime? Oh, you're asking me to try the Tigress Prime. Pretty sure I still have one, yeah. My Tigress is set up for status, though. I want to say the third slot should be empty. Oh, that's right, I switched it down just to the one, so... let's see, what will we do with the Tigress? Throw those in, you're gonna want Hell's Chamber. Let's break out our crit. Yeah, see, and that's the thing you're looking at. It's the critical chance being at 19. That's the downside to the Tigress. Increased critical chance, lowering fire rate. I mean, that's only going to get us to what? Maybe not even 30, is it? Yeah. Slash won't apply to the ball, so there's no sense of putting that on. Putting Blaze on because of the heat. You're not worth having on. And where are you? Vicious Spread for the raw damage. So, I mean, this plus some type of a Riven that'll give you raw damage, crit chance, and crit damage would be your best bet. But again, you're going to want something with a higher crit chance. The only thing that'll be decent about this, now this is the other thing you have to keep in mind, this is only going to work while the ball's near you. You know, once the ball is... See, it's already too far away. I'm barely putting anything into it now. granted, it's also hitting on Nox, but you can't put anything into it while it's drifting away like that. Now, granted, the Soma wasn't exactly doing great. I mean, like, if you really think about it. Yeah, see, that did a much more noticeable amount of damage. But here's the thing. You're going to bring a sniper rifle on a mission where you're looking to, granted, do a fair amount of damage, but yeah. Is that the biggest bang for the buck? Sure. If I shoot that out and I'm just ranking it in, there's the Ignis. You're putting so much in the Ignis. But again, this build is also not the best build for that DPS. Because running it with Speedva, you're also not absorbing as much damage as you normally would. Now, if we're talking about Slova, now we're getting a much higher set of DPS. It's absorbing 300 as opposed to just, what was that, 79 that it said before? So from here I shouldn't be able to reach them. You know what's funny? That 466 is still consistent. Oh, but it's transferring it all into... No, it's not the absorption. It's the transfer that you're adding into it. But we're also testing this on Nox. That's an unfair test, to be honest with you. Yeah, these guys will still be tough, but these guys will be far more common and realistic to go against. Yep, no, it's still a matter of they have all that armor. It's doing radiation damage. Wrong type of enemy, that's why. Come on, Viper, use your head. Radiation damage. Bonus against ferrite armor. Oh, and a reload. Yeah. That's what it should be doing. Remember, it's only against certain factions. It's radiation damage. You want the enemies to have ferrite armor. And that's pretty much the Grineer. Certain enemies of other factions will quote-unquote have ferrite armor. Won't be enough of it. But if you do that against the Grineer, if you do that against... Oh, Caleb, I just got the notification. Appreciate the sub, buddy. Unfortunately, YouTube is a little slow on the draw. But yeah, the Grineer is who you're going to be able to have this work the best against. Rapidly ranking that ball up. Now, granted, those were Lancers. Let's get heavy gunners out there. Again, they're going to have ferrite armor. They have a fair amount of ferrite armor, 1400. So for this, you will want to run corrosive projection, bring that armor down a decent amount. No, that's still... That is not impressive. I mean, my Ignis will drop them faster. And now that... Yeah. I mean, I'm better off just using this. And I don't even think there was arcane acceleration or rage on this. At least it didn't feel like it. Had acceleration, momentum. The hell you... Oh, I know why. Had you on for a very specific mission. Because I should be running... Energize. If I had rage, it'd be different. Instead of sprint boost, you would want... Where are you? Corrosive projection. It's 18%, but 18% of 1400 is still a good chunk. But the main reason why I came out here was to see if the Soma's newest mod will increase it. Unfortunately, it will not. But I tell you what, Caleb, I will do a fair amount of research in the Nova build. I'll add it into my Discord. I do have a whole bunch of builds that I will be putting into my Discord over the course of this week into the weekend. I need to update all my information on there. I just recently reactivated my Discord, so we are going to be doing a lot of updating. A lot of the builds in there are pretty got some time behind them. I would say about a year and a half, 2 years. So we need to update them greatly. And by the way, the room that I was just in, the simulacrum, one of the best tools in the game, while it's working properly. You want to be able to test your builds, test out different theories, test out different setups, how certain things work. The downside, there's a fair amount of glitches inside of it. Now I want to double check. I had made myself a list of how I would want to build my Zaku. So I need to make sure that I am modding him properly. There we go. Umbral Forma 3 days ago. Are you talking about the whole Mastery Rank 30 pack of Umbral Forma? I am not there yet.
Ordis has been counting stars, operator. All accounted for.
Let me see here. Where's... I just have a list up. The Lotus gift. I got the double affinity. I got, more added to my affinity booster, which is now currently at... Oh, 1 hour left affinity booster. Shit, should have made the most of it. I got an hour left, though. I can make the most of it just the same. But, yeah, no, Nope. Never got a gift from Lotus. Um, didn't see the event. It never showed up for me. There's nothing going on now, and I was actually just saying like there's no event even ticker showing up for me. And the main reason why I'm saying that is there's always something going on in one of the open worlds. But on top of that, it's Halloween, and there should be the Halloween missions, or at least it's October. And typically there is a set of 4 missions that are themed towards Halloween, where it's basically like a spookier version of Earth, and you have to kill a juggernaut in a very interesting and specific way by blowing up pumpkins around him that causes damage. And everybody basically has stripped down warframes and weapons, and everything will just is based off of just timing those attacks and staying mobile. But no, there was nothing about any of that that was shown to me. Let's see here. Nope. Twitch drop, new schedule. Neza Prime comes October. Costume. Nothing. Nothing was sent to me. Let me ask you this, Caleb. Are you on PC or are you on console? Then again, if it was supposed to come out when that came out, that means there that should have been something in the past that came out. But and I just was able to talk to frickin' Danielle and company. That's bothersome. All right, so. As far as Zaku goes. Oh, Caleb, I'm on console as well. I'm on my PS4. Um, just odd that I didn't hear anything about that. If I go to Forma, yeah, I just have one Umbral Forma. So let's see. I know you gotta go. I want you. I wanted you out. Flow and continuity definitely gonna stay in there. Alright, so let's put our Exos adapter in. Let's see here. We'll form up for flow. And it still gives me 13 to play with. Which doesn't, let's see here, stretch I can put on at least. Electro, what's up, buddy? Sham, what's up, man? It was a 24-hour event, 3-ish days ago, so just before that dropped. Man, I check the events every day. I did not see it. I'm a little thrown off by that. Let me see here.
With these, you may punish our enemies.
Didn't think so. Because I definitely want... And of course my list went away. Spectrosiphon. Let's see. Ballpark. Electra, how you doing, buddy? Hope everyone's having a good Monday. Oh, I hope I spelled this right. It really is just Spectro and then just Siphon. So it shouldn't be S-P-H-O-N. Sweet. So for those of you that don't know what Spectrosiphon is, enemies that die within Spectro Rage have a 50% chance to drop an energy orb. 50-50. You want energy all over the place. Which also means that the arcanes will change. 10? Sure. Let me send the old invite there. I do want to get rid of you. I do want to put on you. Let us go to the dojo. Razorback just came out. That's got to be on PC. Hasn't come out yet for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Viper has entered the snake pit. How is my Slytherin queen doing today? Before anyone gets all Harry Potter on me, I said Slytherin, not Slytherin. No worries, Caleb. Charge your phone, my man. Can't even put freaking endo in it. Man, people got no manners. I know it's not a lot, but I mean, come on. Unless it's a primed mod. See, look, he half-asses everything. Just put T, didn't even put down thank you. I mean, I know he corrected himself, but I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on! What are you doing? Now I know I do not have the space. Memory serves me right, there is only, what, 4? capacity left?
If I may
Yeah.
say, operator,
That's what I
your
thought.
chosen Warframe suits you.
And I also have to put Aura Forma in because I want to put in Growing Power.
Your little lich is coming up in the world, Tenno.
Electro, what are you thinking about Zaku with his life pool? Should I worry about Grace? Or should I worry about... or Guardian? Or should I worry about Grace? As far as his arcanes.
The enemy is at the doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
One person already left. I hope they weren't upset that I broke all the boxes. Let's see, we got 28. We got a 10. Man, I wanted to break the boxes. Yep, kind of had a feeling. CD Martinez, you know, if you happen to have the time. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. But looks like we're going to get this party going. Oh, we got a Frost that'll nuke for us. That's always nice. Oh, did I overshoot that? Oh, baby, if he left because of that, I would have lost all faith in this game. Yep, Frost is definitely doing the nuking. That's fine with me. But we're only getting so much affinity because that guy is back there just fucking AFK like a motherfucker. And quite honestly, for the quadruple affinity, I only got so much time on that. There's only an hour left. And I'm not going to waste it there. You know, I feel bad that I'm going to dick those guys over, but I think I've earned the right to be selfish at some point if somebody on our team is not going to carry their weight. And if those other guys are smart, they would do the same thing and let that guy fail out and not get a damn thing. And whatever his reason might be, house is on fire, his balls itch and he's scratching them, he's got to splash some water on them, some baby powder, whatever it might be. Like, it's just like, I'm not going to waste my time. Time is money, motherfucker! Please don't tell me this is... I don't remember if there's a Neja or not. Yeah. Alright, didn't recognize the name. Nope, not them. Alright, just wanted to make sure I wasn't getting thrown back into the same group. The other guy was like CH whatever. No time. No time to waste. I want to maximize the affinity I'm gonna get. With how long this is taking, I feel like I'm probably the newer... No. He's able to move his ship, so... We're all going to be starting fresh from the beginning.
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements.
I'll take that energy. And getting stuck in a corner. I'll put that by the doorway so when everyone walks through it. Why? Why would you start it now? We still have somebody else that's not moving. He's collecting shit right now. Come on. He's finally in it to win it. Good, we got a speed boat. Oh man, I can't wait to get sure-footed and put it on you. Are you underneath me? That was bad. God, you guys is dancing underneath us. Yeah, prime sure-footed with with a Zaku build I plan on doing. I plan on going the distance with him, so I definitely want to make sure. Nope. I definitely want to make sure I don't get knocked down because that's going to hurt me overall with him. You can see the repercussions of being knocked down. While you're down, you're still getting hit. Oh, that is interesting. I'll definitely have to think about that one. Alright, so this guy has to be using power donation. Yep. Smart boy. The one thing I'm wondering is what his duration's like. Still going out, still going out, still going out. Stopped. Alright, power donation could be a little higher.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can
Come
handle
on!
the enemy.
That's the guy that sat in the back. Didn't come out of the spawn.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Like, that's the one thing. See, shit like that bothers me. You don't even come out of the spawn. I appreciate the fact that he, you know, at least goes, hey, I'm level 30, GG. Here's the thing, man. Plenty of times I've stuck longer just because I know other people are leveling up. And that's part of the toxicity that Caleb and I were talking about before. It's just like, is it toxic? No. Does it dick people that are trying to make a most out of something? Yeah. Like you clearly understand that, like, we're all trying to level up, and you leaving dicks us all. I mean, like, look, we're all here to level. We come here for a very specific reason. That's why, to me, it's just like, dude, just stick it out. Like, you're coming in here and you're purposely going to dick us. And yeah, I mean, I get it. I've been put in a situation where somebody else dicked me and I had to go and do just 5 freaking waves. But I always stick around for at least 10. Because I don't want to heavily dick the people I'm with. And I usually just send a message, hey, how many levels do you want to go? How many waves? I'll stick it out. And look, I get it. There's a booster going on right now. But I mean, you're just actively dicking us in the process. I'll never understand that. Wow, am I just noticing now that we have a Zephyr? Electro, yeah, that's a solid point, but it's also a matter of keeping them to stay on the point with you. They'll stay, but they're not gonna stay close because usually the relic defenses are open more. They're on a larger map. Hydron's at least a little tighter, because everyone likes it when it's a little tighter. That was a whipped shot. Look at this guy who's just standing there as Zypher getting shot. Notice, what? Who doesn't like it when it's tighter? The map! Come on, let them fall in, guys. Just let them fall in. Come on, guys. Stick with me. Stick with me for 5 more.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to
Come on!
continue fighting?
Lame. All it takes is one person to ruin it. No, that's not going to be high enough. Yep. You have to reach 21. And then when you leave fresh out of a mission, if you go from 0 to 21, then you're good. Gotta love it. Oh, yeah, Electro I have. Oh, wait. Have I unlocked it, like, opened up the entire star map on Steel Path? I have not. I have not invested that amount of time into it. Why'd you guys leave? You still have shit you gotta level. Oh my god. How much is left on this frickin'... 31 minutes on this frickin' booster. And now, I gotta be the person that's gonna go 5 waves. I want to say I've made it to Phobos. Maybe a little bit further. Maybe Cirrus. I just haven't focused on Steel Path all that much. I do it in a more leisure style. I would have to say. I mean, I could take Zaku on Steel Path, throw on the Cronin, and just have him fly through missions, just shredding the shit out of people.
You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
Look at that. Level 15? The level 15, of course. Who are you playing as, level 15? Oberon. You're playing as Oberon, and your hallowed ground lasted for like 8 seconds? And again, we got somebody that's just sitting back in the spawn. 3 times in a row, do we have someone that's not even in on the fucking action? I don't get it. And at this point, I blame that twofold. I blame it on the person that started the match immediately. I blame it on the person for loading into a match and not being prepared. Ash Prime, who's not getting jack shit right now. 26, I'm at 27. Fuck. Without that guy being in here, not gaining all the affinity that I would need. I would have to go 10 if it's just going to be the 3 of us. Oh. Guess who's finally alive? Ash. Happy you could join us. I was just there to see the full cast of this Hallowed Ground. I don't feel like it's lasting for shit. 28. Nope, I'll be able to back out this round, be just fine. We got guys that are playing the corners, like far corners. Are they staying within range? No. I got nobody. Both these guys are over there. I don't get it. I do not get it. You are mastery rank 23 and 20. The two higher mastery ranks have no idea how Hydron works. Yeah, adios, assholes. Jesus Christ.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Mastery rank 23 and 20. And they go to the farthest corners of the map, negating the whole reason why you go to Hydron to level up.
Wallet feeling a little light, friend?
For what reason? Couldn't tell you. For no benefit whatsoever. 14 kills and 35 kills. That's the only reason why I even bother looking at it. Why did you have to go all the way over there? Just let them all funnel in. Like, it's the whole reason we come here. Caleb, what's up, brother? And all I did was sit in the corner and let all the enemies come to me like you're supposed to. Those are the type of people that if you were to do a survival with, are not going to maintain enemy spawn. They're not going to be able to... They're not going to bring what you would need as far as... Alright, so I need to bring a utility weapon. So I can prime condition overload. We have to trigger these certain statuses. I'll bring this Orma. No, these are the people that are going to put on aerodynamic in a board where you can't even jump. Like, oh, my balls itch.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun? I will attempt to bypass this fault.
IDRC to me means I don't really care. So when it's night out, you should do an Eidolon hunt later. If you don't want to, I don't really care. Just want to make sure I'm reading that right. I mean, I got no problem doing an Eidolon hunt. I prefer to do it with a team. I can solo an Eidolon hunt just fine, but since I can't self-damage Chroma, that means I would have to go with Vault. So notice, the main reason why Hydron works... Now, let me do this before I put Forma into Zaku again. I typically would solo a mission to level myself up. Will it take longer? Yes. It's far less aggravating for me. I would go to Amarna for the fact of I'm getting an 18% affinity boost from kills. I'm getting another 13% affinity boost from rifle kills, which is what I would take to level up a Warframe. And I would just chill in one room that is has a dead end to my back, let the enemies just rush to me, and just murder them with my Ignis Wraith. No problem whatsoever. The whole point of Hydron is when you have a squad, if all four of you guys are within 50 meters of each other, you get an affinity boost. When people are playing Hydron and they go to the far corners of the map, they're no longer within 50 meters. So it negates the entire reason of going to Hydron because you're now not getting that affinity boost. All we really have to do with the defense, especially when it's... We're not going deep into Hydron. No one comes to Hydron saying, let's do, 200 waves. We're here just to level up. So it's just like, why can't you just stay on the point, guard it with the rest of us. We don't have to be on top of each other, but just stay within that first chamber where everything is. Oh, yep, no, Electro, you're right. That's a proper correction. It's not affinity boost, it's affinity share. But you do get a higher amount for each person that's there. Do you not? So let's see. Be near an ally Tenno when they kill an enemy. Within 50 meters, an ally 200 meters when using Phosphor, which is from, I don't remember what school that's from. When they kill an enemy, you gain the same total affinity distributed according to the general rules specified above, which is the other things. This does not reduce the affinity gained by the killing player, and doesn't reduce the affinity gained by other nearby players. This applies to Arcwing mode as well. So yeah, it kills the sharing aspect of it. If you have an enemy that's killing people that are not... Omega, what's up, buddy? If you have someone that's killing enemies that is not near you, we're not getting that share from it. Having everybody close, the affinity is shared among everyone. But I thought there was an increase for the number of people in proximity. Inaru? Gotcha. Appreciate the lookup, buddy. Alright. I need to put Forma in Mr. Zaku here. Do, 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 do. Oh, do I put Aura Forma in you, or do I just put Forma in you? Because power donation is... Or not power donation. Growing power. Yeah. No, I haven't even made any yet, so we're just going to put regular Forma. You won't let me even take you out. We'll do that. You. Let me see if I missed anything. Yep, Omega, it's been a little while. Alright, Electra, just wanted to make sure. For some reason I thought there was, oh, okay, here's a laugh. I'm thinking of Diablo 3. For every person that's in there, we all gain an extra 10% experience. Or I think if you have a full squad, you get 30%. No, you have it's 10 and 10, and then if you have a full squad, you get up to 30, but because it's full, you get an extra 5, so 35%. Yeah, no, I'm just blending games. Don't mind me. Diablo 3, by the way, another great farming game. Amazing story and cinematics behind it. Did I actually get... Okay. Zaku is... I have a build in mind that I'm trying to put together. And I have all the mods needed for it except for Prime Sure-Footed, which I'm going to get within the next couple of days. It sounds like I'm joining a mission that's already started. And I am. It sounds like there's a Nova. I hear all the sound effects. Haven't seen anybody with any particles to them, which means I probably came at the tail end of it. Energy's already maxed out. My opinion, he has the potential to be an endgame Warframe. With how his abilities ramp up and scale. So that's kind of where I'm gearing towards him. I've done some research into his abilities and whatnot. I'm really not using any of them. I keep triggering his first ability just to kind of get in the habit of adding void damage to trigger condition overload. But that is not going to be the biggest focus of it, at least for right now. Yeah, that's right, I stole that kill from you. What you gonna do about it? Fight me.
Let's go.
Not enough drop for me to be able to reach the area I was actually thinking about hitting. I wanted to get that far corner over there, but nope. Actually, not enough arrow drop to make that hook shot. Man, my throat is still sore as hell. So, yesterday I hung out with some old friends and whatnot, and had a great time. We were loud as sons of bitches, though. And my throat is sore today. I just want to blow you fuckers up. Let me think about that notice. I was planning on having a movie night with Mrs. Viper. Her and I have missed out on a little bit of quality time, and you know, they have the whole saying, happy wife, happy life. Well, for me, it's happy snake is no mistake. So, let me see what's going on with her. If anything, we'll try and hook up tomorrow, buddy, for sure. I'll put that in the paperwork for it.
Extraction. Unless.
Oh, God, you gotta be kidding me, dude. It's just like, fuck. Can I just get one squad where everybody sticks for at least 10 rounds, where everybody comes out of the spawn in the beginning? This has been like 6 rounds of just something. Electro, I am at 693? 94? Um, Caleb, this is the Kuva Brahma. Kind of like the lens, it will detonate once it impacts. So basically, unlike the lens when it impacts, it causes a big freeze radius, slows down every enemy inside of it, and then explodes. With this, it hits, it explodes, and then there's like a multitude of mini arrows that come off of it. Think of it like a cluster strike, basically, of a bow and arrow. I like that you can cast this first ability on the fly. You do have to compensate with this bow and arrow for a fair amount of drop. But it most definitely gets the job done modded right. Electro and I had some good conversations about it. He gave me a lot of little tips and pointers, shared his build with me. Electro's been playing on PC for some time now. Oh, that was a little delayed knockback. Yep, you're gonna swing at me? Eat shit, dude. What's the matter? You don't like that my bow is out killing all you guys? Sorry. We have a Nova here that's speeding everybody up, and, well, that's you, actually. And, I'm taking full advantage of it. Speed them up, I'll wipe them out, and we get exactly what we came here for. Affinity. We have the guys underneath? We do. That killed one of them. I killed the other. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about resources. I do like getting my hands on mods.
Get Clem!
Oh, that was a bad shot. And I see the comments popping up on my screen. Just give me 1 second, guys, and I'll get in on that with you. Again, we got people underneath. Having a little trouble killing them. Warframe ribbons. Yeah, no, definitely not. Absolutely not. I'm sure Electro will agree with me. That would be a nail in the coffin of Warframe. They would nerf the shit out of Warframes and their abilities. Dude, do you have to follow me? Like Jesus Christ. Who are you? Drew. Level 26, and you are up my ass. To me, that is a prime example of mastery rank doesn't mean shit. Mastery rank means you got weapons and level them up. That's it. Zaku's at 16.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Luca, are you jumping over or is Drew jumping over? Who is it? Who is it?
Continue to defend. You will...
Yeah, that's what I thought. Drew did it too. Oh, don't tell me it's still going to throw me in there. Caleb, you're on Switch. Gotcha. Cross-platform in this game would be not the best idea. Did it really keep me in? Yep. Alright. Mastery rank 16. It's me and Drew. Come on, Drew. God, there's like no enemies that are gonna spawn. Yep, you're on your own, dude. I'm all set with that. It's cross-platform. The lag would be ridiculous. There's enough lag just being on PlayStation alone with some people because of where they play. There's no regional barrier on matchmaking. That's fine. You can say I failed the mission. I'll take that lick. I don't get my bonus. That's fine. I'll take that as well. I'm pretty sure that the affinity event is yeah, 2 minutes left. That's fine. All right. Asshole. You are. And ignore. No toxicity. None whatsoever. Now watch this. Drew85 underscore is going to try and message me on PlayStation Messenger. Guarantee it. He would not be the kind of person that would just let that go. If he feels a need that he's got to write out to me, then he will definitely reach out to me. Yeah, that's not what we're trying to do here. 285. And block. Because people will not like what I do if they message me on PlayStation Messenger. Alright, so let me see here. Have I missed anything else in the chat? I just want to make sure I catch up because I caught notice when he asked me about tonight, but I did notice I missed some other things. Caught up with Electro. Caleb asking me what bow. A Warframe ribbon comment. Yeesh. Cross-platform. Eidolon hunt. Solo Eidolon hunt. Let me. Electro. It's hard for a multitude of reasons. One, everybody wants to be the person that wants to pop the joint. Everybody. Everybody has to be the person to pop the joint. So no one is even focused on trying to drop shields. It's always going to be me. Electro, I think the best that I have seen or even heard of on PS4 is a 3x3. But that's also done by a squad that is properly set up. These are people that play with each other. When I play with my clan, and I don't think the right people are even on with my clan, absolutely not. It's Bloodhound, he's one of the newer people in there. When I play with my clan, the four of us can do a 2x3 no problem. The 3x3 for us is... we get so close to finishing it, man. We get so close to it. And the thing is, typically I just bring Trinity and a Sarpa. I drop the armor of the Eidolon. You know, I usually fire about 6-7 shots, and it doesn't overstrip, and it'll drop the armor enough that we can fly through it pretty quick. And then I am literally just healing everybody and keeping the lures alive. That's it. Everybody else is focused on dropping shields and popping joints. Plain and simple. Like, for the people that always make the comment, because I always criticize people about focusing on getting the kills, but typically when I play, I'm the one doing the most damage, and I'm the one getting all the kills, because I can't trust other people to actually be able to do it. As you just saw with the last 5-6 runs of Hydron, I will happily be the support of the team, bring Trinity, and focus on nothing but keeping everybody alive. That is zero problem. Oh, I know why I went back. That is zero problem for me. I enjoy being support. Gotcha. Yep, no, lures are a pain. But I mean, if you can get a fair amount, I think I just smudged my glasses. Yeah, a little bit. If you can have a solid team with you, you know, you have other people that are grabbing the lures. I'm usually using the Sarpa and starting to drop shields. Other people getting the lures, they leave them for me. I pick them up. And we're usually always cycling with like 5 or 6 lures. Because the team, I mean, these guys are quick. Get the lures and they go. Bring them in, and usually by the time we're doing the Hydralist, no one has to go to get lures for that. You use Nova to pop limbs. Are you talking about the joints on the Eidolons? And that's twice I went in here and didn't do what I wanted to do. If it's that, survival's going to be that. Yep, so we're just going to sit back, relax, and do a kind of laid back approach to leveling up Zaku. I still need to get Blind Rage
Distract
on
the infested.
and
A
Spectral
lone
Siphon.
operative hunts for supplies. Set off the alarms. Start. The infested releasing toxic spores into the area.
Are they?
The emergency life support I'm delivering
Are they
is your
releasing
only
toxic
chance for
spores?
survival.
Oh, look at that. It's Viper's favorite room. And technically, I'm on the wrong side of my favorite room.
Life support.
Let's see, if I'm 16, I have to make it to 24 before having to leave.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating. Buy you more time.
Yeah, I just want to see that skeleton. That really is a cool effect. If I did this with the Affinity boost, the quad boost, I would have been better off, to be honest.
Get ready for a capsule.
Not worried about a capsule. I just want to be able to level up Zaku. So how's everyone's Monday going so far? Come on, tell your boy Viper how your day's going. What you got going on? What games are you guys playing other than Warframe? Tomorrow I will be doing Ghost of Tsushima. The story in that game is amazing. The graphics are phenomenal. Oh, my throat's still killing me. How was that? Honestly, I don't even think I've watched any gameplay of it. I've heard good things about it. One of my mods, Khalid, I have the game downloaded because I believe it's the free download. It's Genshi Impact or something like that. I watched some of his gameplay of it. It looks interesting. I don't know if I would stream it myself, but it definitely looks like fun. I like most fantasy games, to be honest with you. But you give me a game that has some realism to it too, like Red Dead Redemption. Yup. Play Red Dead Redemption all day. Assassin's Creed. You know, the physicality part of it, sure, but that's still technically a fantasy game because of the whole premise behind it. I mean, technically, when you're playing the game, you're in the memory of somebody.
The raid is off to a successful start. When you need it, extraction is ready.
You can never go wrong with Zelda, man. It's honestly the only reason why I'm still contemplating of buying
Is nearing critical mass.
a. I should have gone out here sooner. I got caught up in the commercial or in the comments in the chat. Dude, I'll buy Nintendo Switch just for continuing to be able to play every Zelda game that there's ever been. I've played every single one, minus the new one that came out on Switch. Such a great game series, man. I remember when I was 7 years old playing Legend of Zelda on NES.
You need to get out of there.
Trying to keep up with the chat and this. I feel like I've missed something. Genshin Impact is pretty popular. Yeah, no, it seems it.
Spore saturation.
It almost has a
Mass. After that point, no amount of
kind of looks like it has like a Final Fantasy feel to it. I won't lie, I am not the biggest fan of Final Fantasy, and I've given it a try, but those games where you're just sitting there and going back and forth and hit point battles, I can do with that. If you're just standing there and you can't actually maneuver your character, I can't do that. Final Fantasy XIV, however, they changed their platform up and made it an open world type of event, which I fucking loved. That was amazing. Let's see, I gotta finish... I haven't finished Assassin's Creed Origins. I need to start and complete Odyssey, obviously, because I'm not going to play one Assassin's Creed without completing the previous. Let's see, what else? You know, it's weird. I'm seeing a healer back there that's taking no damage. Infamous series. I have to do Tomb Raider, the newest God of War. I hate when the game just glitches out like that for a moment and the enemy is just directly in front of me. Yeah, there was an Xmas back there. I was taking like no damage. Hey, Electro Man, let me ask you a question while I got you in here. So last week I was having a chat with Notice, and I believe it was me, Notice, Mrs. Viper, and Khalid. And I noticed that the math behind Inaros' health didn't add up. His base health is 2300, and the math for where his life was didn't match up. So apparently, see that? How he just glitches out like that? His health is based off of, or his health percentage when he's getting a boost is based off of his health before leveling. Is that for all Warframes? Or is that just Inaros? I haven't looked into it. I had a pretty busy weekend. Like, if I were to add the health mod to Volban, would it be based off of his health once he's at rank 30? Or is it based off of his health once, you know, when you start out with him? When he's level 0? Main reason why I ask is, when I did the math of what Inaros should have been at, he should have been at 26,000. But that's basing off of 2300 as his base health, not 500. Curious about your thoughts on that. Come on, I need more enemies, I need faster enemies. Again, we're doing this just to level up Zaku, our string of bad luck, and Hydron just... I need to do a solo. Part of me wanted just to build him just so he can survive this without the mods that I plan on putting on him. But just... although... Rolling Guard... I could have just gone melee and had a little more fun. But then there's that you have to deal with. And then you use Rolling Guard and you get out of it. What I want to know is, how did I kill an enemy that far back? My Ignis doesn't reach that far. See, now I was unaware of that. I've never sat and done the math, but it wasn't until I really looked at it when I was talking about Inaros that I was like, it doesn't seem to add up. And what's funny is, I ended up having a conversation, I'm going to stop mentioning names, but I had a conversation with some people at DE, because I reached out to them and I have a good rapport with a few people there. Now, I said it was about discussing Inaros. I kind of used that as a mask and a catalyst because I had other things I wanted to really discuss with them as far as the direction things are going. A lot of the negative feedback that they're getting, a lot of the ways of how streamers and vets are really... Look, the original vets, the vets of the generation, I would say, before me. Because there is still those vets that I would say are before me, because these are the people that started playing the game from day one. These people have like a year and a half, 2 years on me when I started playing. And then I didn't play the game consistently over that time. I took a large break because I had no one to really explain anything to me. So I just said, fuck it. Stop playing the game for a while. But I mean, if you look at some of the real vets out there, like, you know, one of my favorites, Life of Rio. Rio and I have had a few chats over time, but we've had a decent amount of chats over the last few months. If you guys don't know who Life of Rio is, definitely follow him. He is... If you guys don't know who he is, then you definitely don't... you definitely don't follow as many Warframe streamers as you should. Between him and Tactical Potato, they are the end-all encyclopedia of Warframe, if you ask me. These are, to me, some of the pioneers of the game, especially Rio. Rio is the guy that really pushed me to want to start doing extensive, long runs in the game. When I saw his whole stream of an 8-hour run at Mott, I'm just like, alright, gotta do it. Want to do it, have to do it. I need to test out my build. I want to get my buddies to really start, you know, stepping up with me. We did, and we had a blast. We did, the first time we tried it, we went 5 hours. The second time we went, we ended up going 7.5? Somewhere around there. Loved it. Just for the fact of seeing enemies in the thousands. Like, I think when we finished, the enemies were like 5,500. But to see that is so much fun to me. Like, yeah, like, I'm melting these, like, you know, level nothings. But to have a team and use the synergy in the game between Warframes, weapons, and really start opening up the game, that to me is the whole point of the game, in my opinion. People don't have to agree with me, but being able to go that far into a mission, I love it. Because you really test just how good you are that way. Him and I have had these conversations about the direction Warframe is going. I mean, just take a look at their advertisement for Mastery Rank 30. Why? Like, we both got a good laugh of it. He knows my personality. He reached out to me about that. And he's just like, yo, Viper, my dude, have you seen the advertisement? No, dude, I already know what you're talking about. On the advertisement for Mastery Rank 30, why would you put Excalibur Prime on there? Why? People are not going to get him. People are going to see that and be like, that's not Umbra. Oh, and that's how the shit starts. Oh, they're going to bring back Excalibur Prime. No, they're not. They're not. That's what Umbra is. It's, you know, for hitting Master Rank 30, for all the effort that people have really put in, for the real vets, the generation before me, that is almost a slap in the face of just how meh the rewards are. Oh, Umbral Forma. Yeah, you know what? 3 Umbral Forma, that's great. What else is there? Oh, I get glyphs. I get to be called a legend. Like, I never have to worry about capacity when I'm leveling something for the first time. I can just go for it. Alright, once 20 hits, we're going to bail out. 24 is as far as I should have gone, if my math is right. It's... So anyways, the chat that I had with DE was insightful at best. Boost to the relays? Yeah. It does have certain appeal, but it's... I feel like it's not enough. But at the same time, this is a reward for doing nothing more than just... I got a weapon, level it up. Got a Warframe, level it up. Got a companion, level it up. Got this weapon, level it up. I took this test that I can practice indefinitely till I get it right. Passed it. Like... I think there should have been more. But it's just a mindset. Look, even if the prizes were fucking amazing, like, it's, to me, it's, why put Excalibur, or Excalibur Prime in the forefront? And I feel that's classic DE of just being completely unaware of
The more successful we will be.
how people look at stuff, how people think, how they interpret things, how there's always that want for more. And now you're going to put something up with Excalibur Prime with zero intention of him being in the works to be given to us. There's no way down there without, yeah. It's horrible marketing, which is something that DE does a lot of. And it's frustrating.
I think I have something of your...
Oh, my math was literally spot on. 24 and a sliver.
Nearing critical mass. After that point, no amount of life support will save.
It's... It should have been more. I feel like they're it's still part of the mentality of they're still focused on the younger market. What's going to pull their attention? Oh, I get to be called legendary now. And like that means anything. And it doesn't. Like it's Life of Rio, he just posted a video yesterday, the day before about that. I suggest you guys check it out. He very much goes in depth about the whole shebang bang, and yeah, frustrating. It is. All right. Oh, that's not what I want to do. All right. Oh, still can't get you on. You'll have to be maxed out.
Ordis has been counting stars, operator. All accounted for.
I understand. But I mean, you and I get that, Electro, because of how long we're playing that. We've been playing this game for a prolonged period of time. You just hit 600 days. I'm about to hit 600 days. You know, my clan leader is at 6,300 hours in the game. Does it pay respect to the people that played the game like, hey, you stuck with it, and we're finally going to give you Mastery Rank 30? I get it. But for the younger generation that are playing this, they're going to see that, thinking that, well, everything else is there. Oh, you hit 900. Okay, see, Electro, that makes far more sense to me now. I thought you hit 600 because that's what I'm getting. You already have Prime Shred. I have to choose between Shred and Sure-Footed. Electro, I did the same thing. I was just like, why would I want that? I'm going to get Fury, which I never use. But instead of Shred, I'm going to get Prime Sure-Footed because I want to go deep. But yeah, I got to take a drink of water. My throat's still killing me from yesterday. Um, the younger generation is going to see that. And it's like you said, everything else that they're talking about is in the foreground. So when they see Excalibur Prime, they're assuming they're going to get that. And here's the thing. That's so bad for them because people are going to whine, people are going to complain. I guarantee you this. In the next year, they're going to do something to make up for the tease of Excalibur Prime that they just released. Nas, I appreciate that, brother. It's gonna happen. It's there might is there not an augment slot? Oh, fucking duh. Because I haven't put Gara's. I'm just like, why can't I put it on? Why is it not coming up? Because I didn't freaking subsume Gara's ability into fucking Saku. Don't mind me.
Your collection of mods is impressive, operator. But I wonder if there are more to be had.
Hey Nas, let me ask you a question, buddy. Actually, you know what? I will ask that in the group chat instead of here. Scratch that. Now here's the question. Do I go back to Hydron? Yeah, this guy's still calling me an
I'll take that.
asshole.
Thank you. Somebody plant a flag.
Hey man, you know what? I am an asshole. The great thing about being Viper, man, he doesn't sugar away from anything. I am an asshole. And it would be best if everybody remembers that. Alright, we're gonna go back to Hydron. Let's see how well this works out. First of all, let's make sure we're on public. No, I hate it when you just don't click in. Let's try that again. There we go. It's actually filtering people in properly. I'll always kickstart and drop back just because it doesn't always kick in people right. I don't think I've subsumed Gara yet. Well, I'm not going to be able to take this build out just the same anyways. Because I have to wait for Prime sure-footed. So taking this deep is not going to make a difference. I have to wait a day regardless. Well, 23 hours.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
The Grineer have no honor.
23, 18, 15. And level 18 kickstart it. Who do we have, by the way? Baruch, Ash, Volt. We potentially have 2 nukes. Well, technically 1 nuke in Volt, but is this Baruch being leveled up? Baruch's being leveled up, so this person is not gonna have. He's not gonna be running red crit Baruch, just destroying everything. Gotcha. Well, remember, back in the day, we couldn't choose what mod it was. The specific day was the specific mod, and that's it. It's only been recent that now you get a choice. Again, something else that people complained about. It's not fair that I have to wait until this day. I want this now. Meh. People have no sense of working hard for something. Nope. Pillars there. Yep, see, and that's the downside. It's getting dropped like that, being flung around. Prime Surefooter would do away with it. I feel like this guy's getting a false sense of how good his lens is right now.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle...
Always one person. Focus! He was the guy from before! I want to go the full 10. I don't care.
Wallet feeling,
Electro, again, it is the fact of I'm not going to get the shared affinity. I can't count on people. Like, my mind, it has to be the most efficient way possible. Anything else does not make sense to me. Would Sanctuary Onslaught be the best way? Absolutely. If I had 3 other people that understand shared affinity and would keep on that. But everybody wants to go off and do their own thing. I need to get all the kills. I gotta get all the kills. That's the only way everyone's gonna know I'm the best, if I got the majority of the kills. At least with Hydron, you're kind of being forced to be close. Trust me, I know there are better ways than Hydron. There's more peace of mind ways of doing this other than Hydron, and that's to do Armana solo like I was doing, just sitting there with the Ignis Wraith. Just chillaxing. 20 minutes and out. Does it take more time? Sure. But I don't have to worry about watching other people doing stupid things. I don't have to deal with toxicity. It's just me. With somebody waving their ship around, that's got to be Wild Wealth.
Our position
18,
has been
11, 14.
Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
The Grenier used to be builders, but now all they make is war.
I'm at 11. Let's see how this goes. Electro, trust me, I completely and totally get that. Again, I can only go based on my experience. If I went to the recruit chat and found somebody, yeah, I'm watching this person just hacking away. Wild, are you done looting? Vauban, Umbra, Wukong. Why are you even here? Unless you're being a catalyst for somebody else. Why are you here? We got 2 people here that aren't leveling anything. Which means they must be trying to complete something. They might be a taxi. This might be a squad of 3 that are trying to help their friend here. And you know when I'll learn what the answer is? When the first 5 waves are over. When the first 5 waves are over, I'll know if these guys are together or not. Because they'll either leave together or not. Like, I see I see Extinguished Dragon Key, and what I'm thinking is, are they just trying to do the shield gating with a Volban right now, or... I mean, it's Hydron. Unless you're planning on going the distance in Hydron, which there are better defenses for that. Something weird going on. The enemies are acting odd. I had to jump up and get that pot because I didn't need them all falling down here real quick on us. So they have to be underneath me. Damn, couldn't get it. The fact that there's a mod all the way in there. Yep, had a feeling that was going to be too close. Damn. Thought I released that soon enough.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave or continue fighting?
One person being catalyst, taking them, and that's it.
Something of yours.
I just don't get it, man. Here's a question. Why 5? Simple question, just why 5? Now, will I get an articulate answer from that? Will I get someone being like, because I fucking felt like doing 5? Just, why 5? No answer. No answer whatsoever. This person's still here. I might potentially get one. You still have to level up. I don't understand how you're leveling up your Volban and your Worm while you have both the Archiplasmor and the Orthos on at the same time. I'm going to give this guy 30 seconds to respond, and then I'm diving back into it. True, he could have forgot his Extinguished Dragon Key on. Oh, duh. Extinguishes damage. I'm thinking of Decaying. Because Decaying would make some type of sense. That's why my mind went there.
Error.
Alright, you got no answer? That's great.
Did the operator enjoy this witticism?
Like, survival against the infested. On Cirrus. I could take the Tatsu. And have that with, nope. We continue on. One person jumped in. You're already ill-equipped. You want to go to Hydron and you have 4 things that are already leveled on. People, let me tell you this. If you are leveling something, do not bring something with you that is leveled. You are wasting affinity. Hey, 2 people got my kind of colors. This guy's probably going to be like, are those 3 guys all together? Because they're all red and black. Come on.
The enemy is at our doorstep. We must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
Could have sworn, nope, not a Banshee. Like, oh wait, that's got to be a Kavat. But this person, why? Why? You're level 22. Why don't you know better? You're 18. Why don't you know better? Oh, too far. Alright. A little too much crowd control. We want the enemies to be able to come in, dude. But this guy's literally just going around the map. And the main reason why I'm doing this is I want to be able to collect those mods, because that's endo that I can grind out. Wisp is a level 22, and he is running around like he is Mastery Rank 1. It's literally making my balls itch. Oh, that's right. The enemies aren't really coming within range, so I can't really use my Brahma because ammo isn't dropping anywhere near us. I have to go searching for ammo.
Extraction.
Yeah, adios.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
I think I have something of yours.
I took no damage as Zaku. That's a combination of good shit for Wisp with the crowd control, even though it was a bit much. But they literally just went flying around the map. That's all they did. Well, he doesn't know what it is. Neither do they. Alright. Do I really have to put this on? Do I have to change my school? Just because of, No. It's not Nauru.
Operator, the system needs you. Will you begin another mission?
Something else I want to see real quick. Yeah, it's only for 2 minutes. That's why I thought there was a time limit on it. Okay. So we're from 50 to 75 meters. So I don't have to worry about these guys being chuckleheads. That's not gonna stop
Mine. Scepter's a dump, but it's my
my
dump.
rage in other directions, though. Just don't get it. So what's everyone up to this Monday?
The enemy is at our castle. We must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
The Grineer deteriorate over time. Is that what makes them violent?
Mastery rank 10, 8, and 8. That's right. No energy is going to be gained. That's fine. Babysitting the children. Downside is this is not big enough to cover the entire area. It also means that I believe, yeah, my shots hit the outside of it. Let's see here. Frost Prime. He's not leveling anything. He's just fucking here. Could be a taxi for these guys, or at least to help out these guys, but I just... That was that for me.
I'm adding this to my data and awaiting consequences.
I don't... Everything you have is maxed out. You're the only one that makes sense. Can you just drop your dome already? And he's just sitting inside of it. No, 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 no. Like, we don't need it. You're not using it the way it's supposed to be used. Yeah, it's good for defense, but you should also be oh god, I don't even want to get into it. I just know I have to dance around this bubble so I can shoot to the other side of it because my shots won't go through it. If I shoot at it, that's it. The AoE will barely trigger because it'll only get guys that are on the inside, but not get guys that are on the outside, on the other side. Viper's balls are itching. See how you went out there for nothing? Dude's just sitting there.
Extraction is ready.
Bye.
Unless you can handle more.
Best of luck, guys. Your master ranked 8 and 10. You guys got this. Enjoy. Two of them left at the last second. Just left that guy in there by himself. Just want to get Zaku leveled. Appreciate you beating me to it. Alright. Actually, you know what? I might just leave
Your
this
chosen
on.
Warframe suits you. Ha ha.
Distract the infested while a lone Tenno Army hunts for supplies. Set off the alarms to start. A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life support is inbound. support incoming. I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Accessing it will buy you more time.
It's fun when you have a squad that can stick with you. Knows what they're doing. Not doing foolishness.
Hello. For life support.
So we're doing this survival on Steel Path right now because the sheer number of enemies that will generate, but also
Another life support.
because of their starting level, higher affinity. Knew that was gonna happen. Let's do that. Shield gating and rolling guard will keep me just fine. Oh, I just left Hydron. And my bow wouldn't fire? And I can't see? And that's why you need sure-footed. Because when you're on the ground, that's it. And my bow just wouldn't fire. Now I have to use affinity.
The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work. Extraction is available if you need it.
Eyes open. There's glass resonance in
Crap.
your neighborhood.
Did not take glass into consideration.
nothing left of who they once were.
I'm not going to be able to survive glass. I don't have a melee weapon that will deal with it, nor will the Brahma allow me to target those glass spots. Fuck. It's just not Viper's Day. Can't get a decent squad to save shit. Usually someone down there.
Your will was greater. This is good.
Caleb, haven't even tried using it, buddy. Oh, wait a second. Did you mean Zaiku? Zaku? Um, actually, I think you get corrosive projection. Power donation you get from the arbitration group when you can start doing arbitrations. If you go to the arbiters, it's
Lay
a
'em low and burn
something you
their
can buy.
shadow.
Oh, I thought corrosive projection was in here. That's right, it's for the Tetra. Zaku, his abilities are going to carry him to the end of the game.
Till then.
Let me get off of Steel Path, because I just don't want to hear that sound. Did I miss it? I just looked it up and it says it's supposed to be here.
Be wondering if I'm holding back on y'all.
Infested impedance, loot detector,
Dreams.
speed holster, rejuvenation. Corrosive projection's not here, but it's supposed to be. Which means we probably have to wait for everything to reset. Yeah, it's only through Nightwave offerings. So 6 days and 3 hours, at least for PS4, everything will reset and it will probably end up being here. Power donation you'll get from the Arbiters of Hexus. You have to complete arbitration missions. You can only start doing arbitration missions when you have the entire star chart opened on normal mode. I think they actually have, yeah, normal mode as opposed to Steel Path. Once normal mode, everything is opened up. Your start chart is at 100%, meaning you've completed every mission once. There's no more blue node blinking going dun dun. You will gain access to arbitration. An easy way to keep track of how much you have to do. If you go to your profile, you go to stats. look at star chart progress, and you can see I have 233 of 233 nodes. I have all the experience gained from it. Steel Path, I only have 38 out of 233. I still got a ways to go. But I've been doing it in a more passive and at my leisure kind of a thing. Zaku, where'd you end up, by the way? 26. Caleb, do not apologize. I love answering questions. If I have the answer, I'll gladly give it to you. If I don't, I got my phone next to me, man. I'll Google the shit out of that off the wiki page. Plus, Electro, if he's in here, he will always jump in to lend a helping hand with any information. He's been playing the game for longer than I have. Oh, man, I refuse to go back to Hydron and deal with those people. I also do not want Vazarin on anymore.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
You know what? I should probably change pace.
Would you look at you? Worthless, ugly freaks!
Let's get this sortie out of the way. Actually, I should be able to do the first two missions for Korra.
Our position has been compromised.
We'll
Defend
end the
cargo
mission
until
on...
reinforcements arrive.
oh, crap. This still has all the defensive nodes that are going to pop up, doesn't it? Of course you are. Get you in a second, buddy.
Transference still holding.
Yeah, get that freaking turret going. Just gonna do this. And regardless of how... so what do you gain from sorties? I hear they are cancerous. You gain... they're not cancerous. Sorties is how you're going to get ribbon mods. You can get endo. You can get a multitude of things from sorties. They're definitely not cancerous. They're the original test of one's abilities. Like, you need a solid team, you need good communication, or you just need to be just a capable person. Nope, I don't have my own pistols on me. I'll show you the reward pool in a second. Kind of feel like you were going in that direction. Maybe you're going this one instead. I'm not even worried about getting my combo counter out. These enemies are weak enough that I can just focus them out on this. And of course you're gonna move because you don't know how to sit still. You're like a little kid with ADHD. And of course he wants to be where the flamethrower is. Because, you know, why wouldn't you? See, flamethrower moves, buddy. Strangle Dome, any enemies that's captured in it, when I whip Strangle Dome, it whips all the enemies. Yeah, no, Saren, I don't know why you're just sitting next to me. These flamethrowers still going? No.
What's wonderful?
Come on, dude. Halfway home. Yeah, can you not stand there, dude? Can't put snare on the turret. Which will slow it down. No, you're higher, aren't you? Caleb, man, appreciate you coming back, man. Hope you have a great day, buddy. I'm sure we'll see you again soon, my man. Oh. There's gas in the hallways, and that's where he wants to go. You gotta be kidding me, dude. This is the biggest pet peeve. Oh, I told you the whole position, didn't I? Yeah. No one even around. One more.
Get grim.
refresh again. Come on, YouTube. Let me get a show of hands of who's in here right now watching this stream. Because I am not getting any information back from YouTube right now. Literally nobody's watching my stream right now. Okay.